5 ways your bedtime TV or phone use is aging your brain faster. You've probably heard before that what you do before bedtime really matters. But here's the thing most people don't realize. The way you use your TV, your phone, or even your tablet at night could be quietly speeding up how fast your brain ages. Yes, really. And that's why, if you stay with me until the very end of this video, you're going to learn 5 surprisingly powerful ways your nightly screen habits are affecting your memory, your clarity, and even your long-term brain health. You'll also discover one simple yet overlooked change that could make your brain feel sharper, younger, and more alive than it has in years. You might already know it. It might even seem basic, but the results are out of this world. In the next few minutes, we're going to pull back the curtain on how light from your screens, the type of content you consume, and the timing of your TV or phone use work together to either protect your brain or age it much faster than it should. I promise, by the end, you'll not only know exactly what's going on, but you'll also have a clear, step-by-step path to take back control. So, if you've ever wondered why you sometimes feel foggy, forgetful, or restless after late-night screen time, you're in the right place. Let's begin with the first way your bedtime screen use is affecting your brain: the blue light effect. You've probably heard the term blue light before, but what does it actually mean for you? Blue light is a type of light that comes from your TV, phone, and tablet screens. At night, when your brain should be winding down and producing melatonin, the sleep hormone, blue light keeps your brain active and alert. It tricks your body into thinking it's still daytime. That means you fall asleep later, your sleep becomes lighter, and most importantly, your brain doesn't get the deep rest it needs to clean itself and recharge. And when your brain misses that nightly cleaning cycle, waste proteins start building up. Scientists have linked that buildup to faster memory loss and even conditions like Alzheimer's. So, the next time you reach for your phone in bed, remember this. The blue light may feel harmless, but your brain is silently paying the price. And don't worry, I'll share a super easy way to cut down on blue light without giving up your favorite shows or scrolling habits later in this video. Now, let's talk about the second way screen time before bed accelerates brain aging: overstimulation. When you watch late-night news filled with drama or scroll through endless posts on social media, your brain isn't relaxing, it's working overtime. Every flash of a headline, every notification, every cliffhanger in a show keeps your mind active, like an engine revving when it should be idling. For younger people, this may just mean trouble sleeping, but for those of us over 60, it's more serious. Your brain needs downtime to process memories and strengthen connections. Without it, you might notice you're more forgetful, more irritable, or less sharp the next morning. Think of it this way: your brain is like a garden. At night, it needs calm time to water, prune, and refresh itself. But when screens bombard it with constant stimulation, weeds grow faster, and the flowers, the clear thoughts, the memories, start to fade. Stay with me, because in just a moment, I'll share how to set boundaries that let you enjoy your shows and still give your brain the space it craves. The third hidden danger of bedtime screen use is something most people overlook: the emotional impact. The shows or videos you watch right before sleep can actually influence your dreams, your mood, and even how rested you feel the next day. Have you ever noticed how watching an intense crime drama or scrolling through heated debates online leaves you feeling uneasy? That tension doesn't just vanish when you close your eyes. Instead, it lingers in your nervous system, raising stress hormones and disrupting your sleep cycles. Over time, high nighttime stress is linked to faster memory loss and even conditions like Alzheimer's. So, the next time you reach for your phone in bed, remember this: the blue light may feel harmless, but your brain is silently paying the price. And don't worry, I'll share a super easy way to cut down on blue light without giving up your favorite shows or scrolling habits later in this video. Now, let's talk about the fourth way bedtime screen use accelerates aging: through habit disruption. Many people don't realize that our brains rely on routines to stay sharp. Consistent patterns like reading a book before bed or meditating signal the brain that it's time to power down. But when scrolling through your phone or binging a show becomes your nightly routine, your brain starts to crave stimulation at exactly the time it should be winding down. Over time, this confuses your natural rhythms. Instead of cycling through deep, restorative sleep, your brain stays in a shallow state, never fully resting, never fully repairing. And here's something powerful. Researchers have found that disrupted sleep patterns don't just make you tired, they're linked to faster cognitive decline, poor memory, and even depression. It's almost like setting your internal clock to the wrong time every single night. Imagine what would happen if you set your alarm to 3 a.m. every day. That's how your brain feels when its bedtime routine is hijacked by screens. But here's the good news. Just a small shift in habits can reset your brain's natural rhythm, and I'll show you exactly how later in this video. The fifth and final way we'll cover, though maybe the most alarming, is the long-term memory drain. Your brain needs sleep to store memories. Without enough deep sleep, yesterday's experiences don't fully move into long-term memory storage. That's why after late-night scrolling, you might forget where you left your keys, what someone told you, or even an important appointment. And the more this happens, the more your brain struggles to create strong memory pathways. Over time, this memory drain can mimic early signs of dementia, even in people who are otherwise healthy. But here's the hopeful part. The brain is resilient. When you give it proper rest, it starts repairing itself, building new connections, and sharpening your memory. So while it may feel discouraging if you've already noticed some forgetfulness, I want you to know it's never too late. Change your habits now, and you can still protect your brain, strengthen your memory, and feel sharper than you have in years. Stick with me, because I'll share exactly how to start making that change today. If you're still watching this video right now, that tells me something really important. You care about your brain health, and honestly, that makes me proud of you. Most people click away before they ever learn what's actually happening inside their bodies, but you're still here, and that means you're serious about making a change. So let's do something fun together. If you're watching to this point, go ahead and type the number 1 down in the comments right now. That's our little secret code that says, yes, I'm taking steps to protect my brain. And who knows, you might just inspire someone else who's reading the comments to do the same. All right, let's keep going, because the next part is where I show you how to actually apply these ideas in a way that feels doable. So, now that we know the 5 major ways bedtime screen habits are aging your brain faster, let's shift into solutions. The first solution is all about managing blue light exposure. This one's surprisingly simple. Many modern TVs, phones, and tablets have a built-in night shift or blue light filter setting. If you turn it on, the screen will give off warmer, softer colors in the evening. That means less blue light reaching your eyes and a better chance for your brain to produce melatonin. If your device doesn't have that feature, you can buy inexpensive blue light blocking glasses. They're not a gimmick, they're actually used by sleep scientists and doctors to help patients rest better. Imagine putting on a pair of glasses and suddenly your late night show isn't sabotaging your brain. It's such a small step, but the impact can be enormous. Remember, the goal isn't to quit watching TV or using your phone. The goal is to make those habits brain-friendly. The second solution is about setting boundaries with stimulation. One of the best things you can do for your brain is to set a screen curfew. That simply means deciding on a time, say 9 p.m., when you put away your phone and turn off the TV. If 9 feels too early, try 30 minutes before you actually plan to sleep. Those 30 minutes give your brain a chance to shift gears, slowing down from high alert into deep relaxation. Use that time for something calm, like reading a light book, stretching, or listening to gentle music. Over time, your brain learns to expect that pattern, and falling asleep becomes easier. And here's a bonus. You'll probably find that your mornings feel brighter, clearer, and more focused. It's amazing how powerful just a half hour of screen-free time before bed can be. The third solution addresses the emotional impact of what you watch. The truth is, not all shows are created equal when it comes to brain health. If you fill your head with crime, violence, or stressful news right before bed, your nervous system stays wired long into the night. But if you choose something lighter, a nature documentary, a feel-good comedy, or calming music videos, you set your brain up for peaceful, restorative rest. Think of it like food. Junk food leaves you feeling heavy and sluggish, but nourishing food leaves you light and energized. The same is true for what you feed your brain before bed. Try swapping out just one stressful show a week for something calm and uplifting. Notice how your body and mood feel the next day. That tiny experiment can show you just how powerful content choices are for your brain. The fourth solution focuses on rebuilding healthy bedtime routines. Remember how I said the brain thrives on rhythm? One of the best ways to support that is to create a small, repeatable bedtime ritual. It doesn't have to be complicated. For example, every night you might dim the lights, make a cup of herbal tea, write down 3 things you're grateful for, and then read a few pages of a book. Simple, right? But the consistency trains your brain, oh, this is the part where we relax and prepare for rest. Over time, your body will start to feel sleepy the moment you begin your ritual. That's the beauty of habit. It works for you automatically without willpower. And the payoff is big. More restful sleep, sharper mornings, and a brain that feels years younger. The fifth solution is about memory protection. Since we know sleep is when the brain stores memories, we want to give it every chance to do that well. One of the easiest ways is to keep your bedroom as dark and quiet as possible. Darkness tells your brain, now is the time to lock in today's experiences. If you live in a noisy area, a white noise machine or even a simple fan can help block out disruptions. And if you sometimes wake up in the night, resist the urge to grab your phone. That tiny burst of screen light is enough to jolt your brain back into day mode and make it much harder to fall asleep again. Instead, try slow breathing or a gentle body scan meditation. Protecting your memory at night doesn't require hours of effort. It's about small, consistent choices that give your brain the rest it needs. At this point, you might be thinking, okay, I get it. Screens at night aren't great. But what if I've already been doing this for years? Is it too late for me? And I want to pause here to reassure you it is absolutely not too late. The brain is incredibly adaptable, even as we age. Researchers have found that when older adults improve their sleep habits, even after decades of poor routines, the brain responds by creating new connections, strengthening memory, and even slowing down signs of decline. Isn't that hopeful? You're not stuck with the effects of your past habits. Every night is a new opportunity to give your brain what it needs. So, instead of focusing on regret, focus on possibility. What could your life feel like if you woke up sharper, calmer, and more energized every single day? That future is still available to you. Now, if you're watching this far in, I want to say you're different. You're not just letting life happen to you. You're choosing to learn, to adapt, and to grow, and that deserves recognition. So let's do another little experiment together. If you're still here, type the number 2 down in the comments right now. That's our way of saying, I'm serious about making my brain younger and stronger. And while you're there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share it with a friend who might need it. You never know whose life you could change just by passing along a little knowledge. Now, let's zoom out for a moment. Why does all this really matter? Because your brain is the command center of your life. It's not just about memory or sharpness. It's about independence, joy, and connection. When your brain stays young, you get to keep doing the things you love, whether that's playing with grandkids, traveling, reading, or simply enjoying conversations. On the other hand, when your brain ages faster than it should, life can become smaller, harder, and lonelier. That's why protecting your brain from something as simple as bedtime screen habits is so powerful. You're not just changing how you sleep tonight, you're shaping the quality of your years ahead. And I think that's worth every small adjustment we've talked about. Let's get practical now. I want you to imagine your perfect bedtime routine. Maybe it's turning off the TV by 9 p.m., making yourself a warm drink, slipping on those blue light glasses, and reading for 20 minutes before bed. Maybe it's doing some light stretches, writing in a journal, and then listening to soothing music. Whatever it looks like, the key is to make it enjoyable. This isn't about punishment. It's about creating a lifestyle that feels good and supports your brain. Start small. Pick just one change from everything I've shared today. Try it for 1 week. Notice how your body feels, how your mornings feel, how your memory responds. That's how real change begins. Not all at once, but one small habit at a time. Now, before we wrap up, I want to share something really special with you. The single most effective method for protecting your brain from bedtime screen damage. Ready? It's called the reverse screen routine. Here's how it works. Instead of cutting out screens completely, you simply swap the order of your evening activities. So, if you love TV, watch your favorite show earlier in the evening, maybe right after dinner. Then, after the show, give yourself at least 1 hour of screen-free time before bed. During that hour, fill your routine with calming, brain-friendly habits like reading, journaling, or light stretching. This way, you still get the enjoyment of your shows, but your brain gets the recovery time it needs before sleep. It's the perfect balance between pleasure and protection. People who try this often report sleeping better within just a few nights, and over weeks, they notice sharper memory and clearer thinking. Simple, powerful, and effective. So, let's bring it all together. Tonight, when you pick up your phone or turn on the TV before bed, I want you to remember you're not just filling time, you're shaping your brain's future. Blue light, overstimulation, emotional stress, broken habits, and memory drain are all real risks. But with small, intentional changes like filtering blue light, setting screen curfews, choosing calming content, creating routines and practicing the reverse screen routine, you can take back control. And here's the most important thing to remember. You might already know some of these ideas. They might even seem basic. But when you actually apply them, the results are out of this world. A younger brain, sharper memory, better sleep, and more joyful mornings. That's what's waiting for you. Now, I want to invite you, if you're ready to protect your brain and unlock your best years yet, type 2 in the comments, hit subscribe, like this video, and share it with someone you love. Together, we can keep our minds strong, sharp, and vibrant no matter our age.